Hey, you right there, Lily V? How's it going? It must be crazy late there. Yeah, it was 1 o'clock. I usually do them about 1 o'clock. It's like 3 a.m. there. Well, why are you up? You're questioning why I'm up. How come you're up? Say it's late here. It's late there. But yeah, I usually do them about now, just because most of the people who watch my stuff are usually in North America. To be fair, it's like Americans or Canadians. Um, when I checked the analytics, it's not really too many people from the UK and elsewhere. So I've got to pander to their time zone, I guess. But I stay up late anyway. I usually go to bed about 2 or 3 or something like that anyway. But to be fair, I just wanted to do something a little bit different than being on Skyrim for a change. For to be honest with you, but how's it going with you? How's your streams been going? Obviously, I checked yours the other day. That was pretty cool. It was. It's one of those ones I've never been onto Twitch for an art one. So yeah, it was pretty interesting seeing that. You're too nice. I just do things at my time. Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's yeah. It's if I did one during the day, I don't know. Well, I probably should try doing one in the middle of the day, but then also, you know, it's quieter. Everyone's in bed from it as well, so it's not that bad. Jess is here as well, so say hello to Jess while she's here. Um, she might just choose to bugger off. So yeah, that's Jess. That's our dog. It's a fluffy dog. Yeah, she's she's not. Well, usually she chills in the yeah, woof woof. In the kitchen, but she just started randomly barking not long ago, so I brought her in here so, you know, she wouldn't, kick off so much. So, yeah, hopefully she'll stick around for a bit. Won't you, Jess? Eh? Nah, she doesn't give a fuck, like, but, no, it's not a haunted house. I live by the coast, and I live on the top of a hill as well, so it's super windy round here. So I think she usually hears that kind of stuff. Like the other day, there was a bird just randomly squawking in the middle of the night. So that's why I don't know. Actually, maybe she's just kicking off for the sake of it. She's a bit of a git, but she's ridiculously cute at the same time. So she gets away with it all. Um, but yeah, it's excuse me. Um, yeah, she's just chilling in here for the time being. I don't know if you could see, but she's got one of my socks, so she's happy for now. I have 2 dogs and a cat, and sometimes they like to bark me out all together like an orchestra. That would be cool. I mean, my mum wants to get another dog, but my dad won't hear of it at the moment. Plus, she's a bit of a bully. Like, if any dogs are smaller than her, then yeah, she tends to give it a bit of six now. Give it a bit of that. Um, you can have one of mine. Why are you giving yours away so freely? Is what I want to know. But yeah, she's super cute. Yeah, I haven't posted a picture of her for a while. For probably just 2 days when I say a while. But yeah, I live in a flat, so many neighbours are not happy. Fuck them. It doesn't matter. You're not there to please your neighbours. You're there to please yourself and your pets. So that's all that matters at the end of the day. I think I remember a photo of her. Yeah, I posted quite a few pictures of her. To be fair, um, yeah. So she's a cockapoo, and she's very vocal. That's one thing that we didn't realize before getting her as well. Is that excuse me. Um, is that yeah? She doesn't bark. She does like a sort of. I don't even know how to explain it, and I can't imitate it because everyone's asleep in the house. But it's like more of a. It's not like an annoying tiny dog yelp, but Yeah, it's sort of like this weird cross. Like you know a cockapoo if you've heard a cockapoo sort of thing. If you're aware of the bark, I guess. Well, what pets have you got then? Well, what are the species even? It's just photos of my pets. Yeah, no, they are mutts. Well, they're supposed to be the cleverest, so sort of the half breeds, I guess you call them mutts. Yeah. We used to have a standard poodle as well. Not at the same time as Jess, like before Jess. We had her for 14 years. Um, and yeah, so we're used to having like a sort of like a noble hound with like a proper bark and, sort of keep the neighbors away and, Jehovah's Witnesses and all of that kind of stuff away from the door. But Jess doesn't give a shit as long as there's a treat in it for her. She's not like a noble guard dog or anything. I don't know if she would necessarily go to save my life if shit hit the fan, but yeah, she will certainly look cute whilst doing it. So I think mine are broken. You rag on your pets quite a bit, like, but yeah. Well, you know them. Yeah, they're your pets at the end of the day. But excuse me. Um, yeah. Oh, hang on. Oh, she's just there with the sock. Milo, the bigger one, has trouble going anywhere. If there is even the smallest thing in front of him, it never crosses his mind that he can walk around it. It's funny you say that. Actually, I used to have a mate in high school who had it was like a bulldog called Posh, I think it was called, and he used to do like this weird sideways walk. It was quite like a nervous dog, and if he had the bike next to the back door, then she would just like just not even. She would just be terrified of it. She wouldn't go anywhere near it. Like so, yeah. You get some like scaredy dogs, I guess. Sometimes it's quite weird. You can't really account for it. The other one, like eating the cat's poop. Oh, that's that's a bit crass. And the cat gets possessed at 3 in the morning and starts running around like crazy. Well, it's probably around about that time. I told you they are broken. Yeah, but we love them all the same, don't we? That's the thing. I think I said it in my last video, which is um, I don't trust anyone who doesn't like animals or the other one is music. Like if someone's just like, "Yeah, I don't listen to any music," I'm like, "Well, I don't think you fucking fit in here, mate. I think you need to go." And like, and if someone's like mean to animals or just doesn't like animals or anything like that, then yeah, I find that to be a bit of an untrustworthy characteristic myself. So yeah, yeah, I'm the same. It's very weird. Like I used to know this kid called Parker, I think it was, when I was in college, and he was like that. He just didn't like. He didn't watch. Not didn't watch. He didn't listen to any music. So he started copying what me and my mate were listening to. So, which is sort of flattering, but at the same time, it's kind of weird when you go out and you buy a CD, and then he turns up with a CD the next day, and you buy a T-shirt, and like then he comes in with like the same sort of T-shirt as well. It's a bit strange. I've had that a couple of times when I was in uni as well. That happened where just I don't know. I had like a sort of doppelganger where he was a good friend of mine and everything, but I saw that he was sort of trying to assimilate things that I was doing at that time, or he would say things that like I said. I don't know. It was kind of weird, man. Like I'd be into certain things, and they say that like what do you call it? Um, Copying is like a form, the highest form of flattery or something like that. I don't know what the saying is actually now that I come to think of it, but it is kind of jarring at the same time when you're thinking like, oh, that's kind of weird. you know, does it have to be exactly the same? It's a bit weird, man. I play music all the time. I don't understand people that only listen to one or two types of music. I find it weird. Absolutely. I think when you're young and like you're in high school, you watch you listen to like I used to be very much like a rock and metal guy, and that was it basically at one point. Well, I had like certain things, like bits and pieces that I liked, but I wouldn't necessarily admit that I'd like them. And then, yeah, I think once I got to college, I was like, yeah, I'm just going to own whatever I'm into. And I think as well, when I was younger, I listened to so much rock and metal, which is usually male dominated, that now I listen to a lot of like female vocalists to sort of counteract that, I guess. And a lot of the time, you find that they've got a more interesting range as well. I had a friend in uni; she would do that, and she kept trying to say some Greek phrases. I used to say this was in Aberdeen, so she was Scottish. I can imagine. I bet that was hilarious, man. The thing is, it's a British thing. Whenever I hear someone from Scotland or up north in general, I have to copy them. It's like a annoying thing. My mum's from Newcastle, and I'm always like doing the accent at her, but I do it badly just to annoy her. Just because if I'm not having fun, then what am I doing at the end of the day? And obviously, she didn't say them right, so it was funny. Yeah. Well, the Scottish accent is crazy, man. Like it's great. It's an awesome accent, but um, if it wasn't for a friend of mine, Evan, who, when I first met him, it was a bit like, sorry, bro, I caught the first bit of that, but I didn't get the last bit, or you'd like pick out just words, and you're like, that doesn't make sense when I put that together as a sentence. So I'm obviously missing something here. But because he started sort of over the years calming down into, because I'm from Wales, so into more of a like Welshy, sort of South Walesy accent, I could understand him more. So now I can understand Scottish people a bit better as well. It's weird. I don't get it, but there we go. And obviously, she didn't say them right. So oh yeah, you said that. I listened to Everything I Can't Choose. I kept trying to use a Scottish accent when I got drunk, failed miserably. It's hard, man. It's not something that can be easily replicated. It's not. It's not something that um I find it's easier to do an English accent than it is to do a Scottish accent, because like there's sort of just places, especially like Southern England, where they're like, "Mummy, mummy, oh, mummy, how's it going? Oh, are you right there? How's it going?" Like, it's that sort of weird missing out just parts of the word. Yeah, I don't know. I like Northern accents a lot more, to be fair. I mean, they all have their place and everything, but if you're asking me if I'm going to rate them, then yeah, Northern accent. They're just more funny as well. Here, park on grass, like stuff like that. It's wacky, man. It's so weird how in the UK we've got so many accents in the first place. Like every half an hour down the road is a different accent completely. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But I love it. It's great. For me, I when I go to England, I get told that I sound, because I was born in England and I live in Wales, so my accent's all over the place because I've lived in over 20 odd houses anyway, so I've lived all about the place. And um, when I go to England, apparently I sound proper Welsh, and then when I'm in Wales, I sound proper English, so I can't win anyway. So fuck them all. It doesn't matter. I don't sound like anyone apparently. I listen to everything. Can't choose. Why is it when I do these, my voice just gets all fucked up? I don't get it. I've become an expert in understanding Scottish in general and Scots. Yeah. Well, one thing I always do when I say if I'm a bit down or whatever, fuck off. Yeah, pop up. Is I'll watch like Scottish like funny videos on YouTube because they're the best, man. They've got a wicked sense of humor. It's the same here. Like the official accent is considered the one in Athens, and Athenians um, we find all the other accents funny. Yeah, well, it's weird. Like if you go to London, they can't even. No, that's one city, and they can't even get one accent. You've got the old Cockney sort of Guy Ritchie movie type accents of old, and then now, of course, you've got the sort of what would you like, sort of rude boy sort of accents now. It's kind of weird. Yeah, like I say, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, but yeah, it's like I said, I wouldn't change it. Oh, the 11 one. Have you seen it with the elevator? And they were like, Scotland freedom. Um, no, I don't think I have. Oh yeah, yeah. Is that in one of those compilation videos? Is it? I like the I'm Brian. That one that cracks me up. The voice activated elevator. No, I've seen a lot of Scottish people trying to interact with like Siri and oh, what the hell is the Amazon one? I don't know what the fuck their name is, but um Alexa, that's it. Alexa. It's brilliant. I'll have to check the voice activated elevator or lift as we call them over here. Elevator Scottish. I will do. Absolutely. It's so funny. Was it a long one or? But yeah, yeah, Scottish funny videos are the best. It's like 10 minutes. Oh right, I was gonna say I can't watch that now then. Yeah, I'll check it out at some point then. Definitely, definitely. But yeah. Have you did you hear as well that Rick Moranis got battered in New York as well? It's from a British show. Okay. Well, yeah, there'll be Rick Moranis. So, did you ever watch Honey I Shrunk the Kids or anything like that? Like a lot of 80s movies he was in. I'm trying to think what else he was in actually. Let me have a look on IMDb because he was in tons of stuff, absolutely tons of stuff. Um, I just can't think of them now. I'm on the spot. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. What else was he in? Oh, he was in Ghostbusters as another one as well. Um, if I get his face up, you probably recognise him. How old are you? Because then that I'd be able to see whether or not. Because I'm 33, so I remember all this kind of stuff like it was yesterday. Oh yes, 28. So you should know. Yeah, I'll bring him up then. If you were like 18, I would have gone, ah, fuck it then. So you won't know. Don't worry about it. Rick Moranis, yeah. Oh no, that's shit, isn't it? That ain't gonna work. Look him up. Rick Rick Moranis. Yeah, oh yeah, you've looked him up already. So yeah, he was in tons of stuff. But yeah, apparently he got jumped in New York not that long ago. So which how old is he now? 1953. I'm not going to do the maths, but yeah, he's pretty old. Like, 67. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so I mean, he's not far off from my parents' age, which is why? Well, looks like at this moment it was just a jump in, like so it wasn't anything. He is much younger than my dad. um, yeah, it doesn't look like it was anything particular. It didn't say from what I saw. I literally saw it before I jumped on here. Um, but it didn't say like if it was a mugging or anything like that. I would imagine it probably would be because like why would you just randomly just beat up an old guy? I don't get it. Um, Especially someone like him because he's in so many movies that just people loved. He wasn't like a controversial figure from what I'm thinking. I watched the Trump Biden rally and it was hilarious. I could only watch a bit of it because it was exactly as I predicted as it was going to be. I mean, it was just toss, wasn't it? Just absolute toss. I couldn't believe that anyone thought it was going to be anything different. It's just I don't know, the state of affairs over there in terms of what's happening with but sadly I didn't have popcorn. Well, it's it's that's the thing. If nothing else, it's sad, but it's like it is entertaining if nothing else. But I don't know. I sort of oh, you're right, Lesiah. How's it going? Um, yeah, if nothing else, it was entertainment. You know what I mean? It's not a case that yeah, I wasn't surprised by anything I saw. But I mean, obviously here it was on sort of first thing in the morning. So I walked into the kitchen and my old man had it on, and I was like, "Oh fuck this, man! I'm not." You know, I watched like 10 minutes of it. I went, "Yeah, I've got some of it." He's gonna try talking, and he's gonna interrupt him the whole time. Done, safe. There we are. Case closed. Are we gonna accomplish anything? No. It's like I said, it was entertaining for the 10 minutes that I saw it, but I don't know. I think the vice presidential debate will probably be more interesting because it's not just going to be some orange twat just yelling over the whole time. So yeah, but yeah, I only watched a bit of it. I can't say that. Oh, here she is. This is Beauty Heathen. How's it going? It wasn't like any thoughts on Tanner's voter tampering? Oh yeah, Tanner Mongeau. I thought that was pretty hilarious. That she didn't think that that was going to come back on her at all. But then, are we surprised? Are we surprised in any way, shape, or form that she didn't use her brain? Really? It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I don't know who would want them, to be fair. Um, don't really watch them. Oh, you're right there, Skip. How's it going? Oh no, there's a bunch of people in here now. I just heard it was funny. Yeah, yeah, it was pretty funny, to be fair. Let's have a look down here. Oh, everyone's saying hello, hello, hello. Did you watch the Ellen apology? Yes, I did, and it was again. It was everything I thought it was going to be. In fact, actually, it was a bit worse. It was a bit worse than I thought it was going to be. Waiting for the troll. Yeah, me too. Me too. That was the funny thing about my last stream. Actually, was that happened and it totally spammed me out. So I've got a moderator Sire there, so she'll keep me safe hopefully. But yeah, just going back to the Ellen apology. I just it's always a good sign. It's always a good sign of contrition when you're trying to make jokes and laugh during the course of your apology, isn't it? I mean, it's just after this year, you would think with the sheer amount of apologies that have been making the rounds, that surely they would have picked up some tips, maybe some notes, maybe like, huh, this is how everyone else has done it, and they're terrible. Let's not do it like this. I don't think she was wearing a grey hoodie either, so am I to believe that it's from the heart? I'll be ready for the troll. You better be. You better be. Why do you think you're here? um, I forgot about that. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. I just didn't expect it because I'm usually just speaking to the same people again and again. So to have some little arse barnacle come out of nowhere and start repeatedly spinning me out, I just fully didn't expect it. I think that mine is so. What? Oh, um, sorry, wasn't professional. um, I just think that this is so small and like well, not inconsequential. It's not to me or the people who are here, but just like in the scheme of YouTube. I just think who'd even bother trolling? It's bizarre. But there we go. Saya has her ban hammer ready. She better. It's like the apology year or something. It is. It is the season of the apology, 100%. And they're all fucking awful. The only one, no, even then, like sort of in fact, they're all awful. I'll just say it. They've all been terrible. But then I don't know what. I don't know if I've seen a really good one, if I'm being honest. Like, not just this year, but any other year. Colleen's was fucking awful. Um, yeah, I'm trying to think. No, I really can't think of one. Obviously, Jeffries was toss. Um, I don't know. Well, he's in a lot of weirdness at the moment, isn't he? Jesus Christ. I don't I actually am not up to date with what's going on there because it seems like it's real, then it's not, then it's this, then it's that. I read that insider article and that was like, Jesus Christ, man, what the fuck? Can we just get rid of this dude already? You know, is his makeup that good? I wouldn't know, but you know, I'm sure it's you know it's costing a lot of people their souls instead. Um, let's catch up. I saw about 10 seconds of that apology and clicked off. Awful, awful, all awful. Prep for a bigger platform. Yes, I fucking be asked. I'm so lazy with this. I've realised that it's just like with the videos, it's really got to sort of perk my interest. I could never be a drama channel where every little bit of anything I do a video on, I just sort of do it as and when I'm interested, really. Um, Although, yeah, that Brookouts thing was fucking hilarious. That video was maniacal, man. Like, it's just, I literally had to do it in like, watch it in 10-minute segments because that boyfriend of hers, Teal, oh my fucking life, man. I just couldn't even. The funny thing is, right? So when I used to go raving and all of that kind of stuff back in the day, obviously you get like hippies around as well at the same time. I would meet that fucking guy like in just different forms, and they're very charismatic. You know, they bamboozle you when you're all fucked up and that. But a lot of the time, I would just have to go. You're talking shit, man. Like I really don't know what you're on about. You said nothing, and you've taken an hour to do so. So what the fuck are we doing here, man? I generally don't like apology videos. Don't see the point. It's because they're awful. Unless you come out and you go, "Listen, I'm a dickhead. I fucked up, and I could say apology, but it's not going to really do anything. So you're going to have to see it through my actions instead, and I want to prove it to you." What good is the apology even? It's just it's Tannis is my favorite actually in terms of no, actually my favorite one ever. And I'll have to do a video on this because it literally is, I think, the best apology of all time. And I mean that as in it's awful, is the Simply Kenna one, where she's like, "Are we human or are we monster?" She's like got all the aesthetic going. That to me, that I watch that when I'm down, and it makes me fucking laugh my ass off every time, without fail, without fail. Um, uh, I can't, but her name is escaping me at the moment, which is annoying. It's always annoying when you can't think of the very person. Jeffrey confuses me. He confuses many people. I think he confuses himself. It's just it's like, is he the villain or is he not? Like he definitely is, but I think he thinks that he's not. I don't know. He's a tosser. Yeah, Lily. A lot of it is more so for the audience and the people who are offended. 100%, 100%. I agree with you there, Sire. Exactly. Sire, what was the name of the YouTuber who cancelled herself and left the platform? I'm blanking. Jenna Marbles. I think there were issues with her apology too, but that's for another day. Yeah, yeah, it is. Um, Her apology was decent. I think it was better. Yeah, but again, it's I don't know. Yeah, I think that's going to be reviewed at some point for sure. Let's have a look. Someone screen grab that. We have a new apology format. Yeah. I just did it, didn't I? It's just it is what it is. Like, think of the apology that you'd want to receive in real life, and do that. Don't do this whole like. Sorry, I can just think of Tanner's every time where she's like, What the fuck was that saying that she came out with? I've still got it here, man. It's so funny. Actually, the things that go wrong with us and our lives have the biggest potential to become part of our gift to the world. Fucking just makes you want to be sick in your mouth. However, at any given moment, we all have the power to decide that this is not how our story is going to end. Christ almighty, Jesus Christ. It's just, what the fuck, man. Yeah, I hope Jordan, spent a lot of time writing that out for her and thinking that out. I reckon he probably ripped that off some other website, to be fair. YouTuberapologies.com, no doubt. I almost wish Jenna didn't apologize. Sire been working, yes, Ethan. Did you see Karma T's live? Apparently, you weren't the only one. For which one? Oh, you're talking to Sire. I haven't yet. Going to watch. Watch after this. Was there tea? That's the point. Yeah, no, I did see. I did see Karma T's video when she played Johnny Cash. Yeah, that was something. Yeah, I agreed with the sentiment. It was pretty. It was pretty American. No, I'm not ragging because Karma T seems sound. Talk to her or anything like that, but she seems all right. But yeah, I did cringe a bit. I'm not gonna lie. Jordan is annoying. Jordan is a worm of the highest order. I have no respect for him whatsoever. I think he's a piece of shit, is what I think. But yeah, maybe that's a video for another time. But I don't respect him at all. I don't like him at all. I wouldn't trust him with a packet of crisps. I wouldn't trust him with the crisp packet. That's what I think of him. Oh my god, we should make that a website. Yeah, the YouTuberapology.com. Stuff that's like they have bullet points to hit now. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. Make it a service. Who is Jordan? Oh, Jordan is Tanner's manager, and he was originally Simply Nessa's manager before he flipped over to Tanner. Because I think he felt that she was more marketable for some reason. I don't know why. I mean, I think it's just because people like that sort of train wreck, I guess, isn't it, of a YouTuber? But I think Simply Nessa's way more talented, really. And I don't know. I'm not a big what do you call it? Story time YouTuber. I'm not really into that at all. But yeah, it's something else. Yeah, like I said, I have ultimate disdain for Jordan. I don't like him in any way, shape, or form. He can kiss my ass. Oh, yeah, punt him. Yes, punt him to the moon. I'm too old and don't know all the people. Well, yeah, it's one of those things. Oh, by the way, there's Jess. You gonna say hello? You're Grumpus. I'm too old. Yeah. Hey, Courtney. I'm here, but I see some familiar faces. I'm new here, but I see some familiar faces. Oh, you're right there, Courtney. Well, welcome, and hope you enjoy my ramblings. Nice to see you. Hey, Courtney. Hello. Doodle-doodle. Oh shit! Here's Xylee. How's it going? Oh, Jess. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. You see many, many photos of her, and now she's here, but she's not. She's not that asked, really. She's not that asked with me, anyway. To be fair, but yeah, it's she is so fluffy. Well, this is it. This is her channel now. As soon as you saw her, I knew it was going to be all down to her anyway. Yeah, she's definitely adorable. But yeah, whenever I do this, my throat just goes like I've been eating cactus all day. Or cacti, I guess, would be the best way to say it. Yeah, she is like a mop. What you can't see is that she's got her legs out. Actually, she like stretches out like a draft excluder, and she is like a mop, very much so. Um, but yeah, what was I saying before all the Just madness kicked in? Oh yeah, I think I was just saying that I really dislike Jordan, Tanner's manager, but I think I might do a video on that guy actually because I think he is just a dirt merchant of the highest order, and I can't really, I don't remember seeing too many things calling him out. But yeah, he's a shit muncher for sure. um, now there's more people here, because it was just me and Lily when we were talking about this. I literally saw before I came on about Rick Moranis. Um, if you don't know him by name, he was in Honey I Shrunk the Audience, Ghostbusters, and a ton of other shit as well. I'm trying to think of it all now. But yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous what happened. I'm not sure if it was a mugging or if he just got straight up, what do you call it? Mugged. No, mugged or just battered. Yeah. We'll get the popcorn. What do we think about Hoodiegate between H3 and James Charles? There's developments. Yeah, no, I saw the video of was it well I saw a video of a lie detector and James Charles being asked if if he knew about it being ripped off or if he purposely ripped off the hoodie, and it said negative, and they're all laughing and screaming, and H3 had posted that and being like, oh, finally the truth, or something along those lines. I literally just saw it, but like within the 5 minutes of me setting all of this up. I'm not sure if that's the thing. I know, I mean, that seems like quite blatant and sort of just waving it in their face after making, excuse me, such a stink about it. It seems a bit peculiar to me to just do that video. So I wasn't sure if it had been cut up together. I need a different perspective because I always thought he was the one between the two with any common sense. He's a worm, is what he is. I think, assuming you're talking about Jordan, but he's got common sense as in business sense, but I don't think he's got. Yeah, his business practices leave a lot to be desired. Let's just say that. He's awful, and he is TP's managers as well. Yep, absolutely. Jordan, that is. Fucking knobhead punched him. What? Oh, you're talking about Rick Moranis, right? So I'm laughing more at the fact that you said knobhead. Like I didn't know that was something that they used in America. I thought that was a strictly British vernacular. Oops, I'm out of sync. She's laughing. Common sense. What's that? Yeah. I can see apologizing for an event, something you've done, but apologizing for who you are as a person doesn't make sense and just isn't enough. Who are you referring to there, Skip? This is the thing when the chat comes on and there's a bunch of people in here, I fucking lose what I've been saying. So yeah, you're talking about just apologies in general from before. They don't. I have UK friends. Lol. Yeah, I was gonna say this. No, I knew that wasn't one of yours. That's strictly not because that's one that I think when I'm over there, I use and I get away, and no one knows what the fuck I'm talking about. They think I'm being complimentary. That I imagine I could have one day. It's a fleeting feeling. Yeah, it's one of them. Greed, Skip, either change or don't. Yeah, straight up. I grieve every day for the loss of common sense. Yeah, well, common sense doesn't really exist anymore. Unfortunately, well, at least not in the virtual world. I guess it's just down to how angry and how much fire has the angry mob got. How many pitchforks are there? A lot of the time. It's a shame. I mean, and what's funny is like the people who keep going, and the people who are uncancelable, literally just don't pay any attention to it. They just fuck it off like Jake Paul. So yeah, there's definitely a formula for, you know, getting through those kinds of events. Sorry, I'm a little behind. Yes, these YouTuber apologies and generals and Ellens, they're all toss, all toss. I can't remember one where I was like, I tell you what, that is the best apology I've ever fucking seen. It doesn't happen, man. Ever. No, never ever. We should have a funeral for common sense, definitely, especially in TikTok. Yeah. Oh god, I don't fuck with TikTok at all. And I think it's just because it's too angry. The stuff I want to see is just daftness and also animals. So I let Danny on Twitter just post all that shit, and I get it through her, so I don't have to get a TikTok. Um, I'm holding on to it with a firm grip. Yeah, it's slipping away though. It's slipping away for all of us. Did anyone see the new trend of people filing their teeth? I did actually. I haven't seen it, but I've seen that it was a trend that was occurring. What the fuck, man? Like who? It's weird because like if you even like with your teeth, if you sort of if you slide them like how do I say this? Have you ever had that feeling where your teeth don't like connect where they're supposed to connect and it just feels off and it just goes through your fucking skull? It's horrible. But yeah, it's just absolutely I don't yeah. So finding your teeth just seems like the craziest thing that you can do. Finding your own teeth, like just I don't know if they're fucked up on drugs. I'd I'd have to be if I was gonna in the party of doing that. Jesus Christ, man, what the fuck is wrong with people? Yes, it's new. Yeah, it had to be new. Otherwise, I would have heard of it by now. Same sloth. When I saw it, I wanted to leave this planet. Can I come? I wouldn't mind coming along. That'd be awesome. Um, go move to Mars. Yeah, it's probably got more intelligent life on it than over here at the moment, for sure. Caffeinated dumpster fire. Hi everyone. How's it going? I don't think I've seen you before. And hello. Welcome to my ramblings. Take me with you, Lily. Let's all just fuck off to Mars, shall we? That'll be awesome. I would love a bit of Mars. That would be fantastic. Teeth filing is a beauty trend in parts of the world. Is it like it's not just like proper recent? It's like a thing that people do, like skin bleaching and shit like that. Because that's wild in itself. I'll book a spaceship. Cool, I'll chip in. Definitely. Particularly giving women sharp teeth. Why do you want sharp teeth though? I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me. I'm actually fully confused. I'll have to look into this, man. It's actually spinning me out when I'm thinking about it now. Particularly giving women sharp teeth. He caffeinated. Everyone's saying hello. Gotta be the drugs. I'm not gonna lie, right? So I used to have some crazy times when I was younger, and that never at any point did any of my mates or I just go, "I tell you what, boys, should we should we file our teeth? Like, let's have a let's have a good old file, shall we?" It was like, "Nah, get that fucking techno on the go, man. Let's go to the illegal rave." Like, there was no teeth filing happening where I'm from, anyway. Oh my life. Although, yeah, we never used to, you know, do anything crazy and dark. So yeah, it was all party related. Um, we all need our new planet. What should we call our new planet? Hmm? That's what I want to know. So when men demand sexual favors, you scare them instead. Oh my god! Yeah, that's horrendous. Just like give them the craziest smile ever, you know. I just noticed little baby sloth in the back with little baby clothes on. Oh, he hasn't got clothes on. He's got this is my cynical hat. I wear this when I'm being cynical and cold. So, um, I thought you were referring to Jess there for a second. I was like, she's a cockapoo. She's not a bloody sloth. How dare you? How very dare you? I say, I say. Um, in my country, they take out your four bottom teeth. Any particular reason, or just for recreation? Just, you know, um, just the thought of filing my teeth is cringe. I cringe. It's like thinking about nails on a chalkboard. Exactly, exactly. It's just there's certain things that's like just yeah, like I say, it just goes through your skeleton, like I said earlier, and I just can't imagine how is it a beauty thing though? Like I've never gone like I tell you what, hey, have you seen that girl over there? What, the one with the sharp teeth? Sharp teeth? Yeah, man. That's the sharpest teeth I ever did see. Like, fucking hell. Um, cultural sloth, tribal traditions, right? So, oh dear me. Oh dear me. It's for beauty. Glad I did quickly. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Again, I've never. It's never been like that girl needs sharper teeth, or whatever you're into. Different cultures have different standards. It's true. It's true. I thought, but the way it was said, I thought it was like people are just having a file themselves. So is it like they go to the dentist and they're like, "I'll file your teeth to look sharper," or is it like, "Hey man, I've got a load of crack and I've got a file. What do you want to do? Do you want to have a good old time?" Fuck me, that is wild. Uh, that's what I was going to say, Lord. Yeah, I thought it was just people having a laugh when I first saw it. Some are just, ugh, yeah, they are doing it themselves. I would cut myself. Does anyone else bite their inner cheeks? Yeah, I did that the other day when I was eating, and so one thing that sort of you bite your cheek and you're, fuck, man. It makes you like really angry. It's like when you stub your toe, or if you get up and you hit your head on a fucking cupboard door or something like that, and it just makes you like really angry for that 1 minute where you're just like furious, and then you like take account of what's actually happening, and you're like, well, I'm not dead, so I can get on with my life. So it's yeah, it's one of those. Uh, I do that when eating. Yeah, I literally did it the other day, and it's funny because we've all been eating for many years now. So you'd think that we wouldn't eat the inside of our faces. It's just ridiculous that we never grow out of that shit. Or hit your funny bone. Yeah, fuck the funny bone. It is not funny. It's horrible. So it reminds me of. Has anyone here seen The Wedding Singer? When I'm not cynical anymore, I'm hot. When it's like at the end when they're on the plane and Drew Barrymore has got her arm out into the aisle, and the woman goes past, the stewardess goes past, yeah, stewardess goes past and hits her fucking elbow with the cart, and she's like, and she does that like silent scream, which it reminds me of that every time. Uh, I do it when grinding my teeth at night. Yeah, well, that's why you might have seen. Well, if you watch my video, I don't know if anyone watches my videos, but um, where fucking weeks ago, I was waking up and my jaw was fully cracking, like cracking out, like no one's business, and it took ages for it to go back to normal. But I had to wear like a gum shield to just stop. I guess I was like grinding my teeth. I think it was maybe a case of the quarantine was getting to me a bit, and just like, well, I've got no one else to take it out on. I'll eat my own face. So there we go. Love The Wedding Singer. It's because it's banging. I knew we were friends for a reason. Beauty Heathen. Do you know what I mean? It's an awesome movie. It's probably my favorite Adam Sandler, if I'm being honest. A lot of his stuff is a bit too wacky for me. But I love The Wedding Singer. I think it's fucking great. I love the fact that he sang all the songs himself too. I think that's pretty cool. Um, what do you think of Twitter's statement regarding people wishing Trump death? Oh, what you mean they're suspending them? and Facebook isn't, as long as you don't tag him. Is that what you're referring to? I grind my teeth so much when I sleep. I wake up in pain. Yeah, well, I got like a mouth guard, but it doesn't. I would show you, but that's a bit grimy. They're called New Age Performance, and they're originally for weightlifting, but it's only for like the back of your teeth, which obviously is where you're going to be grinding the most, and it keeps the front part like free, if you know what I mean. So you can just breathe normally. They work pretty well, to be fair. Check them out. Not a sponsor, not a sponsor. I ain't getting any fucking money for that. Their statement: tweets that wish or hope for death, serious bodily harm, or fatal disease against anyone, like that, we've highlighted that, anyone, are not allowed and will not be removed. This does not automatically mean suspension. Not will need to be removed. Okay, so they just remove the tweets and that's it, is it? Mother of Lords. I have TMJ and I just got guards. Oh, that's what I had. I'll link you a video after. There was like this thing the exercises that I was doing. They actually fucking worked for a change, or I got off YouTube. It's such a good movie. Yeah, The Wedding Singer. Of course it is. Everyone knows that. Fact. I think that was appropriate, sire. Yeah, well, you're in regards to Twitter stance. Yeah, I think death threats of any kind to anyone is not cool. I don't condone that. I'm not his biggest fan at the end of the day, by far. But yeah, I don't go around wishing death on people at the same time. It's not the done thing, really, is it? Um, am I invested in terms of like him getting better? Not really, but it's not my fucking country at the same time. So, yeah, I'm not gonna wade too much into that. People don't like it when Brits talk about American shit too much. GMJ, the joints of my jaw pop out of socket. Oh, right, explaining what it is. Yeah, it's so awful. So, like, basically, the whole of my day would just be like me trying to stop my jaw from cracking, and then it would 2 hours before I went to bed, and then I'd wake up the next day and it's happening again. They're removing tweets. People have issues with it since they've been slow to action for other groups of people getting the same attention. Oh, okay, no, I can see why you're bringing that up now then. Well, yeah, like I said earlier, I don't think that anyone should be getting death threats. I think it's a bit weird. Maybe it's because of just the sheer amount in a short spell of time that are doing it for him, because obviously he's going to have a lot of people who are going to be giving him death threats at the end of the day. But yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's. I don't think it should happen for anyone. Twitter sort of pick and choose whenever they want to actually implement things anyway. It's not really. Yeah, unfortunately, it's just one of those things. It's not like where anyone's gonna. It's not going to really change anything because, like I said, they pick and choose. Twitter do. They'll ban someone for something really minor and stupid, and then they'll let people just spout a load of racist hatred for fucking as long as they've got the account going. So yeah, it's kind of weird trying to question what Twitter do. It's like questioning the weather at the end of the day. They won't be suspended right away, but could be. Thank you, Sloss. I could use those. Yeah. I'll do that afterwards. Beauty Heathen, no worries. It should just be across the board. Well, exactly. That's basically what I was saying. It should be just, if that's the case, then death threats from anyone should get you canned at the end of the day. And we don't want Pence. He's worse. Oh, the vice president. I thought you were talking about pennies, like UK pennies. It's all right. You can keep your cents. That's fine. I don't think we're trying to push the pennies over there. Um, just get us through the last few months. Yeah, hopefully it's the last few months. So it would be nice to sort of not have to worry about everyone I know over there. Um, just because of that orange maniac. But yeah, it's the rest of the world is definitely watching and wondering what the fuck is going on over there for sure. I honestly forgot Pence existed. Oh yeah, again, that's how British I am. I see pence and I'm just fucking. I'm like, what? 50p? No. Okay. Every time I see pence, it's in reference to that. Gonna start calling it twatter at this rate. You're not far wrong. You're not far wrong. Ah, Marissa, how's it going? How are you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. I haven't done one of these in a while, so I should probably keep my mouth shut on that. Um, Heathen, that's horrible. Yeah, in response to Pence, I thought he was just a trophy, to be honest. Well, they usually are vice presidents or um, vice prime ministers. They're usually just there to garner a section of the vote. But they never truly want them to be the ones running the show. How did this get fucking political, man? I don't do political shit. Like, this is not what I'm supposed to be doing. Sire, I blame you here. Like, um, you know, it's like I'm trying to edge away from this, and everyone keeps bringing me back to it. Like, um, nope, he was the governor of a state and put in conversion therapy. Great. Yeah. So, what did people think of the? I'm just trying to edge away from it. Let's talk about our Lord and Savior Michael B. Jordan. Is that you're talking about the basketball guy? Yeah. it's, it's I don't know who that is. Yeah, I'm like, who? Actor. Right. Okay. Plays the actor in Black Panther. Oh no, that's not the guy who's Black Panther. Oh, he fights Black Panther, right? Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, the bad guy, the evil guy. Yeah, and wasn't he in like a Rocky film as well? Like what they call it, Creed. Yes, the guy who killed everyone and tried to take the throne. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, what did he do? Why are we? Yeah, he was in Creed. Yeah, that's right, Skip. Meg the Stallion. Who's that? Oh, okay. Oh, the one who's not Cardi B. I don't know. Okay, right. It's been hijacked now. But listen, yeah, like I'm not up on my rap, unfortunately, unless it's like political hip hop. Then I don't really listen to it. To be fair, Like, I'm just gonna be straight up on that. Yeah, I listen to WAP. I was like, right, why are people so worked up over it? And that was it. It's not one that I listen to a lot, to be honest. Me and Jess don't listen to that, to be fair. Tory Lane shot her, and there's outrage that men in the industry aren't defending her. Tory made an album dissing her. Oh, what? So he shot her and then dissed her over in a musical manner. Cancelled is right. I got cancelled the other day, so by Beauty Heathen. So you know, do I give a fuck? Not really. Um, why did he shoot her? Was it just like I totally don't know what the fuck's going on here. He was drunk. Oh, okay, so that makes sense. It's crazy, man. I only know this because I have a 13-year-old godson. Otherwise, I don't know. Yeah, I don't have a 13-year-old godson, unfortunately, to fill me in on this kind of shit. Yeah, heathen drunk. So how is it when you're drunk you go around shooting people then? Is that a thing you can do? You can get away with it if you say that you're drunk? I don't understand that. It's like if you run someone over and you're drunk, you go to jail. So I don't that doesn't compute in my head as you do when you were drunk exactly. Bitch, don't make me have your YouTube career before it gets going, sir. I don't believe him ever. No, it's yeah, that just seems pretty ridiculous to me. I don't understand who could have. To be honest, I'm not ready for battle. I'm like, I'll just let the cancelling happen, and I'll just come out when everyone's chilled out. When I took the piss out of the way you guys say garage, didn't get me cancelled, did it? So I'm waiting for the battle between you two. It's been a long time coming, to be honest with you. Beauty Heathen, I don't know. She's just keeps starting shit with me for some reason. I don't know why. He implied in a song she didn't tell the truth, that she didn't know who shot her because she was shot from behind, back seat, I guess. But like, you usually know who's in the car. I don't know. I don't know enough to really comment on it. To be fair, I saw Shane Dawson had posted again. Yeah, no, I did see this actually. Kind of wondering if we'll see an apology 2.0. I think right with that. The reason why he's done that is he's just dipping his toe, right? He's just dipping his toe in. He's seen how much people actually want to see his face, or how cool people are with him, or how much love that he's actually receiving from any of the YouTube community. Because you know he he posted for those who don't know, he posted supporting Ryland getting a podcast. So I bet any fucking money, who do you think is going to be a guest on that podcast, eh? I wonder. It's definitely going to be Shane. It wasn't on the first episode. They played that correctly. They did that in a very political manner. But yeah, he's definitely going to be coming back. He'll do that. He'll do the podcast. They'll talk about things in an unguarded manner and how it affected him and blah blah fucking blah. And then he'll do the series that we've all been saying that he's going to come out and do a docu series on it. And yeah, it's no doubt in my mind. Excuse me. Um, people are still saying about garage. Piff, you're a shit stirrer, not me. I'm not a shit stirrer. Hey, I'm just a humble YouTuber. I don't know. I'm not really a YouTuber. I just post shit on YouTube. It's not really one of those cats, I don't think. Imagine that logic. He got arrested for having a gun. Lol, idiot. Yeah, he obviously sounds like a twat, man. He sounds like an idiot. Yes, he is, Sloth. Shane posted. I wonder if he's getting monetization back. Yeah, that is a very fair point. That's a very fair point, actually. I reckon, yeah. Why not? At the end of the day, he knows them all at YouTube, doesn't he? And they like him. The only reason that all came about was because it was just too. It was too vast, and he responded to everything incorrectly at the end of the day. And it started, if he could just kept his fucking mouth shut with that exit from the beauty community post that he did that made him look like a sour bitch, quite frankly, he would have gotten away with it scot-free, I reckon, quite frankly. Yeah, I think he fucked himself over. It's really funny actually to watch because it was all his own undoing. Because I don't think people would have gone into all of his background otherwise. To be honest, or at least not looked at it with the fine tooth comb that they did. Vegan and Tara Child. The series will include their wedding, 100%, 100%. Do his own redemption arc, yeah. 100%. Everyone knows. Did Creepshow get remonetized? Oh yeah. Like the day after. You're talking about if you watch my video on it. Yeah, it was literally the day after I did that video. H3 got involved because I think it was him. She and a bunch of other YouTubers got their channels demonetized, and yeah, it was rectified. I did that video just because I woke up and it pissed me off basically. So if I do a sloth rant, which I haven't in a while, that's because I'm fucked off about something and I knew it was ridiculous. She's awesome. She shouldn't have been demonetized in any way, shape, or form. Okay, it's all getting a bit fast now. You sit on a throne of lies. No, not at all. No, I don't know what you're talking about. You got a troll, so you are a YouTuber now. I guess so, actually, maybe. I don't know. I just cringe. I cringe when I hear all that. YouTube updated terms of service effective yesterday. Has a section regarding new rules for monetization. Pretty interesting. Yeah, I'll have to check that out at some point. I'm nowhere near monetization at the moment, so I'm not really. Yeah, we'll see. Take it as it comes. She got demonetized again. Oh, did she? Did she get demonetized again? Oh, I mean, this was a while ago when I did that video on her getting demonetized, but she should. Oh, yeah, I probably would have heard about it by now. What new rules? She had, but she's getting harassed by a scammer now. Oh, I'll have to check that out. Oh, she got remonetized. Cool. Really? Oh, fuck me. Now what, Skip? What the fuck? What? What scammer? I'm so behind. Yeah, I haven't heard of this scammer. It's a full page of new stuff. I wish I could show you. I saved a SS. Oh, screenshot. That's funny. Lily, I'm lost too. Art scammer. Oh no, I don't know. I know this. So her channel hasn't been demonetized. It's just that video that she re-uploaded. If this is what I'm thinking about, at least that got re-uploaded and then it got taken down again. So I'm guessing that person just hates the fact that she's doing videos on her constantly, and for some reason YouTube are going along with it, which is weird. It's funny people have a go at Creepshow. I honestly don't think she's like in terms of dissing people, that's certainly not the worst at it. Um, she's probably one of the best at it, to be fair. And the scammer is harassing her, striking her channel and Twitter because of it, and the Twitter too. Oh, I'll have to check this out. I'll definitely have to check this out. I wish we could use GIFs here, lol. Yeah, I wish. Yeah, I use GIFs for anything and everything. I prefer that over typing, quite honestly. Shannon doesn't have a scammer. She's reporting on an art scammer and has been for a while. Okay. The scammer steals other people's art and sells it as their own. Skip shared a photo with you. Oh, okay. Oh, yes, I heard about that too. Just forgot. Yes, the scammer keeps striking her. Oh, yeah, I saw that. The only thing that I've seen lately in the art community is that girl that fixes art got hacked. Okay. Oh, what? How does she fix? Are you talking about like portraits and shit, like real life ones? We know Sloth. We know. Okay, a lot of shit's going on here, so I'm just gonna check that. picture from Skip, so I can be. If there's a lot to read, though, I'm not reading it now. I'm just going to tell you straight up. Oh, that's quite funny actually that we were talking about here. Oh yeah, I'm not fucking reading that now, Skip. I'll read it at some other point. Yeah. What do you think? Yeah, it's already boring enough for you guys, like let alone with me just reading out literal. I thought you were gonna. Oh, there is a paragraph there. No, I'll read it later. I'll read it later. It's fucking gone 2 o'clock in the morning here. I'm not about reading that kind of shit this time in the morning. No, she adjusts the art, claiming people are fat phobic. Oh, really? That's pretty interesting. I'll have to check that out. That's pretty funny. Fixes meaning she takes OCs. Is that original copies? I'm assuming, and changes how they look, calling them fat phobic, etc. That's wild. That's so wild, isn't it? Why can't just people just do their own thing? I don't get it. Like, yeah, well, like, it's so weird to me, isn't it? Like, if you don't like that kind of art, then do your own fucking art, innit? It's just bizarre. So bizarre that people choose to kick off on that kind of thing. Whoa, bloody hell, we've gone hour 15 nearly. Yeah, it's I'll have to catch up on all of that malarkey, to be fair. But yeah, it sounds pretty interesting. I mean, the only other things that I'd seen that I was going to talk about um, were about Dustin Daly and Rich Lux because I thought that was a pretty interesting thing. And then Rich Lux's fucking stupid Instagram video that he done, story, whatever you call it, where he's pretending to what do you call it? Well, it looks like he's playing sniper, quite frankly, if we're being honest. I have no clue what's going on there now. No, it's been pretty quiet since. I watched Dustin's video. I felt bad for him. I did think there was a bunch of stuff where it was like, you know, maybe talk about that in private, man. Let's go in private thing. I don't know. I'm one of those people who's like, unless the other person has brought something that's private out public, then I'm not going to fucking talk about it. Do you know what I mean? That goes to the bloody grave. I'm going to bounce, eat dinner. Have a great night, everyone. You too, Marissa. Have a good dinner. Have I missed out some shit here? Rich is in the box where he belongs. I feel bad for Dustin and Jen. Yeah. Dustin tried, he wouldn't listen. Well, yeah, that's the other thing. He's gotten so rich. Has gotten so swollen, like in his fucking head. Yeah, it's just I don't know. I didn't really watch his stuff before. It's not really my kind of content, if I'm being quite honest. But yeah, he seems like he's a bit much. I'll put it that way. So I did really feel for Dustin in that video. I really did. Again, it's just that thing of it's just a bit like, you know. But yeah, if someone's just basically like talking to a wall, I don't know. I've not been involved in that kind of YouTube public drama yet, so I might just go all out if that happens to me. Who knows? I might just go Raj. I'll be like, here's all the motherfucking receipts, yo. What do you want? Yeah. Good night, Marissa. Yeah, that's a problem, I'm afraid. Have a good night. Everyone's saying ta to Marissa. I feel bad for Dustin and Jen too. They are. Good night, Marissa. Rich is selfish. Yeah, it seems like that way. That's the thing, right? If you go from a state where you really want to be famous and that's what you adore and you revere and all of that kind of thing, and then you become that, and then you feel that, oh, this is what people of my station do now, is talk down to people, and I only talk to people who are above me or the same level. Well, don't be surprised if some people bite you in the ass and say, "Listen, hey, I was here when you fucking started out, man. Like, no need to shit on me from that great height. It's unnecessary. It's this is why I don't get on well with like posh folks or anything like that for the same kind of reason. It's just like, listen, man, you're just a person to me. It doesn't fucking mean anything to me in terms of what you're driving. No, none of that matters. Well, where you live doesn't matter. None of it matters. Because the other thing is, it goes. That kind of stuff goes. It's transient. How many famous people have you seen who, they were all the rage at one point, and then they're working in the call center? Not saying that that's bad, but you're going from up here to you're with everyone else. You're with all the other normaloids or whatever. It's just ridiculous that people hold themselves up to that kind of standard. Um, all I can say for people like that is I hope they invest their money because like usually they end up burning it all on shit, cheap shit that's just replaceable. Jen, especially, that was fucked up. Um, I don't know who Jen is. I don't think, or at least not by name. I don't really understand why people want to be famous. I like hiding in my house and not socializing. Well, it pays off for us, doesn't it? At the end of the day, for us non-socialites. That's the thing. I don't mind going out for a bit, but I sort of have a quota of, you know, I get to a point where I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm over it now. I'm over it now. I don't want to fucking speak to anyone. um, very quickly, very, very suddenly, I'll get to that where I remember the last party I was at, and it was great. I hadn't seen people in ages, so they all like, oh, and then he said my name there. They were like, Sloth, Sloth, how's it going? Oh, Sloth, man, I haven't seen you in ages. How the fuck's it going? So it was great. Um, and then I just very quickly, I was like, yeah, I've had my fill. And I'm known for, I will bail from parties. Like, I'll be like, yeah, I'm popping to the loo, and you just won't see me. And that's known now. So if people catch me as I'm out going out the door, they'll just be like, oh, you bouncing now, man. I'll be like, yeah, see you later, dude. I'm fucking out of here, man. Um, but yeah, I get away with it just because people have known me doing that for like 10 plus years. So I don't want to be famous, but I wouldn't mind owning my own town. What? Make all the rules and name everything after me. Yeah, if that's cool, I'll have a house there, Skip, for sure. Um, I want to live there. Everyone wants to live there. Your own monarchy, for sure. Well, actually, as long as you're one of the cool monarchs, we have annoying monarchs over here. But as people remind me, they bring in money for tourism, so I guess we'll just fucking leave them alone on that point, shall we? Jen, straight up, she lost her phone during one of the hurricanes, and Rich said he talked to Paris Hilton to make a big donation. He got Jen's hopes up, knowing she doesn't even talk to her. It was gross. Oh, that's foul. That is foul. Bloody hell. What the fuck is wrong with people, man? A whole then dedicated to animal rescue and nachos. Oh, it'll be fucking great. I'm down. I'm certainly down. It's marrying two very awesome worlds there, I've noticed. I do like that. Okay, I'm so in. Everyone's in. Like, just basically everyone's in for sure. Uh, yeah, yeah, it's just that thing. It's sort of like a played out saying, but it's an apt saying nonetheless, which is why like sort of the old sayings are usually the best ones anyway. But you got to remember where you're from, sort of thing. And that's not like the place itself. It's sort of where did you begin in terms of like your socio-economic background and your family background and all of this kind of stuff. So from what I've heard, he he's obviously he's worked to get to the stage that he's at now. So at one point he was here, sort of thing. So you'd think you'd remember what it was like being here, and maybe treat people with a bit more fucking respect. That's the thing. I'm terrible. I don't let people talk to me like that. Just ever. It just I can't do it. It's not in my nature. I would rather like if someone was being rude and I had to be polite, I would just go and walk away. Like in the middle of a conversation. Like I'm you know, I'm never gonna kiss anyone's ass. It can't happen. It's not never gonna happen. It's not in my DNA. But yeah, you know, it's yeah, it's just a shame. It's a shame as well when you see like a friendship sort of crumble to pieces too. And when it hurts someone so much, um, to make a video because like I imagine Dustin, yeah, he probably got some views and you know maybe it was monetized. I don't know. I haven't checked, but I can't imagine that's an easy video to make. Saying, "Oh, this guy who oh, by the way, I looked after for a month." That was the wild bit actually out of all of it. I forgot about it. Maybe I should write down all the fucking bits I need to talk about. No, I I thought that was wild. Was he looked after him, went over to his house, which it wasn't like it was down the road or anything. It was a good fair fucking distance away, and looked after him for basically a month. Now, I've gone and looked after like a mate after he had hip replacement surgery for a week. Yeah. I don't know many people in this fucking world I'm willing to go and spend a month out of my life, so a 12th of the fucking year, to go and that's nuts. Like, you know, it's you know, I can understand you wanting to help your friend, but if he wasn't a YouTuber, he wouldn't have been able to do that. So if he wasn't surrounded by people who dictate um their own schedules and work outputs, how you should have just fucking hired someone to do that in the first place at the end of the day. If he's got so much fucking money, he could definitely afford it. And just treating his mate like a skivvy as well. I just thought that was bizarre, absolutely bizarre. Fair play on Dustin for doing that. I'm not going to shit on someone for doing that and for having a heart and all of that kind of stuff, but I couldn't do that. I'll just say it straight up. That's a lot. That's a big fucking commitment. Um, big commitment, and it's just. And if you've taken a month out of your year to go and do that for someone, and they don't even appreciate it and talk to you like you're a piece of shit, and don't want to include you in on videos where you're all in a house and you're all supposed to be doing each other's videos, but you want to sort of section off and do a video of one person and not the other. That's just dark, man. It's just really dark. So yeah, to me, he's a pretty shitty human being, if I'm being honest. And then that whole thing when he was in Las Vegas and he did the pretending to snipe, you know, the snipe. Yeah, you could say yeah, it's playful and all of that kind of thing, and I still think you'd be wrong, but like, it's you know you know what happened there, man. Like if I know it, if I'm in the UK and I'm aware of that, then you fucking know it, bro. And they holiday in Vegas quite a lot, so yeah, that's just a very. He's making some very questionable choices. Let's just say that. Let's catch up. No, it wasn't. I could tell he was hurting making that. Exactly. I like Dustin. You know, he's been nice to me. He was one of the first people to add me on Twitter. It's not like we speak or anything like that, but you know, he's always been really nice. Um, yeah, I haven't got anything bad to say about him. I'm not going to say on account of other people's opinions. You know, anything bad now. So yeah, fuck everyone. um, yeah, some friends don't deserve that title. No, they don't. Skip same slot. Well, this sort of harks back to my Eugenia video, or at least like an aspect of it in a way, where there are people who you question how you start off friendly. Here's the thing: you might start off friendly, but being friendly isn't the same as being friends. It's nothing the same, right? Because there, and even then, I've got sort of levels of friends where, like, like the best friends that I have, which are, it's a very small number, where I will actually talk about things about that, like maybe I'm feeling, um, yeah, just like I don't know. It's a little bit different for blokes because you never are allowed to um, sort of go around and be like, "Yeah, man, how do you feel about that?" It's not something you can do. So there's certain sections of mates where they're just people that you. These are just people that I see in social situations. Yeah, that's not like a friend. That's someone I'm friendly with. Yeah, I don't wish them ill, but I'm not inviting them around my house for tea. Do you know what I mean? And then there's your best friend, bestest best friends in the whole wide world, who who you're there at 2 o'clock in the morning talking about the crazy things that you'll never talk about with anyone. Maybe not even your family, man. Who knows? It's just so. And it's very bizarre when people confuse friendly for friends, and there's people who know that you've confused friendly for friends, and they fuck you over for it, and they fleece you for it, and it happens, man. I had a person who I invited to live in my house. I didn't really know that much at the time, but he would have had to move all the way back home, up to live in South Wales. He would have had to move up to North Wales, um, and I said, "Hey, I've got a spare room in my house." I didn't consult with my friends either. This is a bad story on my part, but I said, "Come and stay in mine, man. Just get your feet on the ground, and then you can go off and get your own flat, whatever." And it turned out that dude was like stealing from me, like, and I found out about it, and then it was just like, "Oh, right, this is what happens when you confuse those two things." When going out and being able to have a good time with someone and being able to party with someone and you know talk about arbitrary things about is not the same as having those 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, maybe staying up all night conversations with a friend who you're like, whoa, hang about. I actually fucking know this person as opposed to just, you know, knowing them from the scene sort of thing. Well, you guys have talked a lot, so I'll have to catch up a little bit here. Should have like some was it Muzak, the like lift music for when I'm reading shit. No, it wasn't. I could tell he was hurting making that. Oh yeah, I've read that. Um, I legit have no idea what we are talking about. As always, I'm lost. Nope, that part. I think it's important to understand the difference between being friendly and friends and the types of friends, etc. Yeah, definitely, right on. That's exactly what I was referring to earlier. Like, how does he apologize for all that? It's not just one thought anymore. I'd be apologizing for who he is as a whole. You got to at that point when so many people are pointing you out. And that's the other thing when they've got nothing to gain from it as well. It's not like you like Dustin really is going to gain that much from that. I'm sure people are going to look at him and be like, "Oh well, he's like shitting on his friend. What a good friend he is." Oh, it, it doesn't come without its risk. It's what I'm saying. Making a video like that. Um, the relationship with each person is different. 100%. One thing anymore. You've done a few typos tonight, Skip. I don't think I'm not noticing. We know we're invited for tea, Sloth. Yeah, you're all invited for tea. 100%. 100%. Yes, it does. And oh yeah. Okay. All 11 of us. Yeah, exactly. I think Dustin thought of Rich as a friend, but Rich thought of Dustin as someone he could take advantage of. Yeah, that's how I see it. That's the only real way you can come out of this. Looking at it as, oh, and Rich Lux's apology was bullshit as well. That was the other thing. I nearly totally forgot about that. I wouldn't wipe my ass with that apology. It was terrible. Again, another shitty apology to add to the shitty apology list. And it was only 3 minutes as well. That was just fucking what? It's like, don't waste your time, man. And it didn't direct anything at Dustin either. So again, you might as well just done it with your might as well just done an apology like that, just with your middle finger, like it's just like in a crafty manner. Terrible. Makes note for when I come to Europe again. Down at Dustin. Oh, I always feel like he looked down at Dustin for how he dressed, which is totally whack. I don't understand why. Again, it's it's so bizarre. As someone who wears stuff for comfort primarily, I find that just hilarious, man. It's just the funniest thing that someone would look down at someone for how they dress. And yeah, I think that's a bit of, pot meat kettle, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? I always felt like he. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Agreed, sire. Yes, Sloth. I am notorious for typos. I know. I know. I've seen. My keyboard hates me. I am too. I'm terrible. I'm terrible for typos. If you look at any of my tweets, there's probably a fair amount of them with typos in them. And if I get into some kind of messenger conversation, be prepared. I'm fucking up. It's the way it is. I think you're right about that. Yeah. Well, guys, I think that's probably a good one to end that on. This is my longest stream to date. I hope it wasn't. Yeah, I'm on Twitter at the Saki Sloth. Yeah, capital T, capital S, capital S. At the Saki Sloth, one word. Yeah, so I think it is a good place to put a pin in the. Oh yeah, it's 2:30 as well. So yeah, it's definitely a good place to put a pin in this particular chat. I hope you all had fun. I hope my ramblings entertained you somewhat. And yeah, it's yeah, about time to put it to bed. Have a good one, guys, and stay safe and stay away from idiots. And yeah, all that fun stuff.